Hello children, I'm Nisha here from Mangala Vidya Mandira. Children, hope you all are doing good. So today in this video we are going to learn a new poem. Okay, so what is the name of the poem, children? Just open your textbook, page number 29. Unit 3, page number 29. So the name of the poem is One Little Kitten. What is the name of the poem, children? One Little Kitten. So here it is written by Karen Graham. Okay, who has written this poem? Caroline Graham. So now here what the poet is telling, like the name of the poem is One Little Kitten, but in the poem the poet has mentioned about so many insects, so many animals, even the water animals, even the wild animals, lot many animals the poet has mentioned about it. So shall we start with the poem, children? One little kitten, two big cats, three baby butterflies, four big rats, five fat fishes, six sad seals, seven silly seagulls, eight happy eels. Okay, here in the first stanza the poet is counting the names of the animals which is around him. Like there is a kitten, there is two big cats, then again three baby small butterflies, then again four big rats. Okay, then the poet is talking about five fat fishes, then six sad seals, then seven silly seagulls, and eight happy eels. So children, can you see here in this page there are lots of insect, animals, everyone's picture is shown here. So the poet started counting one by one, like how many kitten is there, how many cats are there, how many butterflies is there. The poet is doing a counting of all the animals as well as the insects. Second stanza. 9 nervous lizards, 10 brave bees, 11 smelly elephants, 12 fat fish, 13 alligators, 14 whales, 15 donkeys with 15 tails. Now in this stanza also the poet is still counting more animals which he has seen or not seen. Like they must have heard, you must have heard about that, like seagull, eel, seal, elephant, lizard and bee. At the same time the poet counts more and more elephant till 15. Till 15 he is keeping on counting the animals, like alligators also, even he is counting the donkeys, even he is counting the whales. So basically this poem is about children, like how to learn counting as well as to know about different kind of animals. That is the summary of this poem. So through this poem you will get to know the counting till 15, 1 to 15, as well as you will understand that there are so many kinds of animals. So shall we recite one more time? One little kitten, two big cats, three baby butterflies, four big rats, five fat fishes, six sad seals, seven silly seagulls, eight happy eels, nine nervous lizards, 10 brave bees, 11 smelly elephants, 12 fat fleas, 13 alligators, 14 whales, 15 donkeys with 15 tails. So children, in what you have to do, you have to learn this poem and recite and post it in the group. Okay, you have to make a video while reciting the poem and then you have to post it in the group. So even you can hold some small animals with you, like suppose if you are having a small kitten, to make it more creative you can just do an action, as well as you can hold a small animal or some small, what you call, any insects, anything like of your choice, or you can just take the flashcard of that insects also, and then you can recite the poem and post it in the group. New words, children. CAT cat, FAT fat, RAT rat, SAD sad, TEN ten. Sad means unhappy, children. Let's read. There is one sentence given, children, so we'll just read it out. A FAT fat, CAT cat, SAW saw, a RAT rat. Okay, so now moving to the next main, children. What is the next main? It is reading is fun. Okay, so here the question answer starts. How many kinds of creatures are there in the poem. Okay, so you just have to name them. Like there are 15 creatures. Okay, the poet has described about 15 creatures mentioned in the poem. Are the seals happy? No, the seals are sad. The seals are not happy. Next question, where do the fish live? The fish live in the water. Even in the river also the fish will live. Even in the sea or ocean also the fish will live. What are the other things found in water? Okay, what are the other things found in water? There are many things found in water like sea creatures. You can see the plant, you can see the oyster, you can see the shells, herbs, lot many things you can see in the you can found in the water. There are many creatures in the poem. Which one have you seen? So this you have to write by yourself, children, because I don't know no, like which creature you have seen. So you have to just mention the name of the creature what you have seen. Tell us about when you feel. Like there are 4 emotions given. Okay, sad, happy, brave, nervous. Okay, when you feel sad, okay, when your mom doesn't give you anything, you will feel sad, correct? Brave, when you do something great, that time you will feel brave. Nervous, like if you have not completed the homework, you will feel nervous. Happy means when you get a new dress, that time you will feel very happy, right? Next mean, let's share, make faces to show your feelings to your friends. So now you are not there with your friends, you might be there with your brother and sister. So what you have to do? You have to make different kind of faces. Like you have to make sad face, you have to make brave face, then you have to show like not brave face, like you have to act like I'm very brave. At the same time nervousness you have to show in your face. Then happy face. So this all face you just have to show it to your brother or sister. Let's draw. Look at the picture of the animals given below and underline them in the poem. Then trace the letters. Now there are few animal as well as insects name given below, and at the same time small letter is also given. So what you have to do, children? You have to trace that letters. Like K for KITTEN, kitten. B for butterfly, C for cat, R for rat, F for fish, S for seal, S for seagull, E for eel, L for lizard, B for bee, E for elephant, F for flea, A for alligator, D for donkey, and W for whale. So what you have to do? You have to trace the letters as well as you have to read the name of the animals as well as insects. Okay, children, moving to the next main, say aloud. So what you have to do, children? One more activity is there. There are 2-letter words and 3-letter words. So all the words, what you have to do? You have to read loudly by seeing the textbook. Okay, and that video I want it in the group. Like suppose you have to read like this: am, okay, he, if, hin, then is. So this way all the words are given. 2-letter and 3-letter words. You have to hold your textbook, okay, read those words, and then you have to take a video and post it in the group. This activity also you have to do. Look and read. Here, say these words aloud, then match them with the pictures by drawing lines. So now here again in the yellow box few words are given. BAG, bag, TIN, tin, HEN, hin, HEN, hen, PEN, pen, TAP, tap, AXE, axe, ANT, ant, FOX, fox, CAP, cap, COT, cot. So what you have to do? There are images are given below, okay, and the words are given in the yellow box. So you have to match that words with the images, okay. So this activity you have to do it by yourself. Try to do it, children. With the help of your parents you can do it. Fill in the blanks from the words given below, okay. Again here it is a missing letter. So what you have to do, like the first one I will just explain you, B dash G. So what alphabet, what letter we are going to add in this, because one letter is missing. So you can do like B-A-G, you can write B-A-G, bag, okay. In the same way H-E-N, hen, then T-A-P, tap, okay. So these are the missing letters. This also you can try it by yourself, children. So this poem is over with the exercise. If you have any doubt, you can post it in the group. In this video, I am going to start with one more lesson. What I am going to do, because the poem is very small, so I will complete one more lesson in this video. So the name of the lesson is Lalu and Pilu. It's a very short lesson, okay, and it's very interesting. Unit 3, Lalu and Pilu. So can you see, Lalu is red in color and Pilu is yellow in color. So the story is about a mother hen and her 2 chicks, okay. So here, shall we start with the lesson, children? There was a hen. There was a hen. She had 2 chicks. How many chicks, children? She had 2 chicks. Lalu and Pilu. What is the name of the chicks, children? Lalu and Pilu. Lalu was red. He loved red things. Okay, so Lalu's color is red. Okay, and whatever red things he see, he likes that. He loves that. He loved. Pilu was yellow. He loved yellow things. Now here, one chick was red in color, so that chick liked all the red things, and the another one was what? Yellow in color. And what was the name of that chick? Pilu. And Pilu likes everything in yellow. One day, Lalu saw something on a plant. One day what happened? Lalu saw something on a plant. Something is growing there on the plant. It was red. What was the color? It was red. He ate it up. What he did? Lalu ate that because he likes red. Whatever, wherever he see red color, red things, he will like it and he will eat it. Oh no! It was a red chili. Red chili means what, children? Spice, you know, khara. If you put something red chili in the food, it will be more. If you put more, what you will feel? Your entire mouth will get burned. Okay. So it's a spice. Red chili is a spice. It was very hot. Lalu's mouth started burning. Okay, Lalu's mouth started burning. Burning means some sort of bitterness caused in your mouth eating something spicy. He screamed. What is the meaning of scream, children? Cried loudly. Mother hen came running. Pilu came too. So by listening his sound, because he was screaming loudly, mother came running. And even Pilu also came. Pilu said, I will get something for you. So Pilu said, don't worry, don't scream. I will get something for you. Pilu brought a yellow laddu. What he brought? Pilu bought a yellow laddu. Because Pilu also likes something yellow. So he bought yellow laddu. Lalu gobbled. Gobbled means swallowed up the laddu. His mouth stopped burning. Mother hen and Lalu kissed Pilu. Okay. So Pilu bought laddu, yellow color laddu, and he gave to Lalu. Lalu just ate that and his mouth stopped burning. Okay, he became okay because laddu is sweet. So mother was very happy by seeing Pilu's behavior. So both of them kissed Pilu. Okay, so this is a short story about Lalu and Pilu and a mother hen. Okay, so here children, there are new words. We'll just have a look. Chicks. Chicks means a young baby of hen. H-E-N hen. H-O-T hot. P-L-A-N-T plant. Y-E-L-L-O-W yellow. Now there are few sentences given, children. We will just read it out. I love plants. The chicks ran to their mother. Okay. Now here the next exercise is question answer. Okay. Reading is fun. What is that? Reading is fun. Name the chicks in the story. So who are the chicks, children? What is the name of the chicks? The name of the chick was Lalu and Pilu. Who liked yellow things? Who like yellow things? Pilu like yellow things. What did Lalu eat one day? Okay, Lalu ate red chili one day. What did Lalu eat? Lalu ate red chili one day. Let's talk. Pilu brought a yellow laddu. For Lalu, what are the other things Pilu could have brought that are both yellow and sweet? Name at least two. That is, one example is given, that is mango. Another can be yellow in color, some fruits. What is the fruit? Which is the fruit which is yellow in color? Name of the fruit? Yes, banana as well as pineapple. Next one, let's share. Lalu loves red things. Pilu loves yellow things. The color red is called lal in Hindi and yellow is called pila. What do you call these colors in your language? Okay, so in your language you just have to tell like what you will call for lal as well as pila, like yellow and red. In your language what you will say, that you have to tell. Give names to these chicks using the names of some other colors in your language. Okay, so Lalu is there red, Pilu is there yellow, so now blue is there. So in Hindi we can say Nilu. Okay, in Hindi we can say Nilu, and black is there, we can say Kalu. Okay, Nilu and Kalu. Match the chicks to the eggs that have hatched from one has been done for you. Trace the letter on the eggs. Children, we have already done vowel and consonant. Okay, so there are 5 chicks, and on the 5 chicks the vowels have been written A, E, I, O, U. So again what you have to do, you have to just trace that. The hatched one is also there down, so there you have to trace the 5 vowels. Trace and color these flowers. Okay, so flowers are given, 3 flowers are given, children. So what you have to do, you have to trace and color. So one is red rose, another one is bluebells, and third one is yellow sunflower. Okay, so this activity also you have to do it by yourself and do a nice coloring. Grammar section, children. Today in this video we are going to learn about punctuation mark. What you are going to learn, children? About punctuation mark. There are 14 punctuation marks that are commonly used in English grammar. So children, in English grammar there are how many punctuation marks? 14 punctuation marks. Like they are comma, they are question mark, exclamation point, semicolon, colon, dash, hyphen, parenthesis, bracket, braces, apostrophe, quotation marks and ellipses. So but here in this video we are going to learn the simplest punctuation mark, and that is very important. What is that? Capital letter and full stop. The very first punctuation what we are going to learn is capital letter and full stop. So children, one thing you always remember, whenever you are starting, you are writing a sentence, okay, the beginning of the sentence should be always capital. This you keep it in your mind. This word, this sentence you register in your mind. What I am saying, the beginning of the sentence should be always capital. At the same time, the end of the sentence should be always full stop. So this thing you have to do it. Few examples have given here. Now can you see, children, I that has been written in small letter. Whenever I is right, whenever you have to write I, you should always write I in capital letter. Okay, so here I can see a garden, so the I should be capital and the end should be full stop. Second one, I can see some plants, so first the I should be capital and plant should be, at the end of the sentence should be full stop. I can see a butterfly. I can see lots of flowers. I can see lots of grass. I can see trees. I can see a gardener. I can see the sunshine. So children, these are the sentences given here. So what you have to do, beginning of the sentence should be capital and end of the sentence should be full stop. So remember that. So at the same time I will be giving one worksheet for punctuation mark in the PDF. So that homework also you have to do. Till then I hope you have understood the poem as well as the lesson. If there is any doubt, confusion, you can post it in the group. So take care of yourself children. Have a nice day. Thank you.